I am the guardian of Akbar. Who am I? Excellent. Bairam Khan is a brilliant choice. When was the Third Battle of Panipat? Perfect. 1761 is the correct choice. The Mughals were descendants of whom? Good thinking. Mongols is the right answer. Which Mughal emperor built Taj Mahal? You chose Shah Jahan? And it is correct. Who wrote the Elements of Geometry? Clear logic. Your choice Euclid is sound and 100% true. Mughal architecture is influenced by. Bravo. All of the above is the answer. Who was cruel ruler Akbar or Aurangzeb? Correct response. Aurangzeb is the most accurate answer. What was the court language of Akbar? Solid response. Persian is a valid choice. Devadana literally means given to God. Nice selection. True is the correct and valid answer. Where is the tomb of Humayun located? Right again. Delhi is a valid answer. The literal meaning of Sul-i-Kul is? Right choice. Universal peace is the best answer. Who was the founder of Pala Kingdom? Nice work. You chose Gopala, and it is correct. Who was the great-grandson of Timur? Great job. Babur is the accurate answer. When was Humayun's tomb constructed? Smart move. Between 1562 and 1571 is an accurate answer. Aurangzeb was Shah Jahan's son. Strong choice. An offer is the right answer. Mansabdars lived in their own jagirs. Smart pick. False is the correct choice. Who was the supervisor of Royal Mint? Excellent choice. Daroga-e Taxil is the right answer. Who was appointed as a Qazi in Delhi? Well picked. Ibn Beaton is the correct answer. Laws of Akbar's government were dash. Well reasoned. People-friendly is the correct choice. In Mughal administration, Diwan was? Correct. Revenue officer is the right answer. Turkish Empire is also known as dash. On track. Ottoman Empire is the correct answer. Tenochtitlan was the capital of dash. Nicely done. The Aztecs is a solid answer. Empire that was religiously tolerant. You're right. Ottoman is the correct answer. Which empire was founded by Osman I? You got it? Your choice Ottoman Empire is right. Who helped Akbar to write Akbarnama? Exactly. Abul Fazl makes sense and it is right choice. The founder of the Mauryan Empire is? Sharp thinking. Chandragupta Maurya is the right choice. Sher Shah was from the Dash dynasty. Well done. On dynasty is the right choice. 9-8 Baji Rao, I was also known as Dash. Great thinking. Baji Rao Bal is the right choice. What is the name of Jahangir's wife? Good job. Your answer Noor Jahan works well here. Which dynasty replaced the Mauryans? Valid point. The Satwahana dynasty is true. What is the real name of Shah Jahan? Well reasoned. Khurram is the correct choice.
Mirza Hakim was the half-brother of.
Nicely done. Akbar is a solid answer. Where was the Mughal Empire located?
Excellent choice. Northern India and Pakistan is the right answer.
Who were the Telugu warrior chiefs? Correct response. Hero is the most accurate answer. When did Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi? Smart move. 1526 is an accurate answer.
Which religion did Akbar propagate?
Correct. Din-i-Isle is the right answer. Bahadur Shah ascended the throne in. Good job, your answer 1707 works well here. Dash is the author of Badshah Nama.
Valid point. Abdul Hamid Lahore is true.
Akbar conquered which place in 1586? Exactly. Khmer makes sense and it is right choice. The Mughals practiced what religion? Excellent. Islam is a brilliant choice. When did Nader Shah attack Delhi? Strong choice. 1739 is the right answer. Nizam-ul-Mulk ruled for dash years. Solid response. 24 is a valid choice. When did Humayun ascend the throne? Well done. 1530C is the right choice.
What was one of Akbar's weaknesses?
Well picked. He was illiterate is the correct answer. What does the word Jahangir means? Nice selection. Conqueror of the world is the correct and valid answer. Al-Idrisi was an dash cartographer. On track. Arab is the correct answer. When did the medieval period start? Sharp thinking. 700 AD is the right choice. Another word for military paymaster. Smart pick. Hakshi is the correct choice. Who among the following draws maps? You chose cartographer, and it is correct. Who was the leader of the Marathas? Good thinking. Shiva is the right answer.
Who founded the state of Hyderabad?
Perfect.
Nizam-ul-Mulk Asaf Jah is the correct choice.
Ahmad Shah Abdali was the ruler of. Great job. Afghan is the accurate answer. Krishna Dev Rai was contemporary of. Bravo. Babar is the answer. What were the copper coins called? You're right. Dems is the correct answer. Who established the Mughal dynasty? Clear logic. Your choice, Babur, is sound and 100% true. Who was the greatest Mughal ruler? Great thinking. Akbar is the right choice. Lailat-e-Qalam is which century text? Right choice. 14th century text is the best answer. The meaning of the name Babur is. Right again. Lion is a valid answer. Who defeated Ibrahim Lodi in 1526? You got it. Your choice, Babur, is right. What consists a number of villages? Nice work. You chose Pagana and it is correct. Who banned singing in his kingdom? Great thinking. Aurangzeb is the right choice. Murshid Quli Khan was governor of. Nice work.
You chose Bengal and it is correct. Who ended the Hindu rule in India?
You chose the Sultan of Bijapur, and it is correct.
Who hated Humayun and weakened him?
Perfect. Mirza Kamran is the correct choice.
Qutb ad-Din Aibak ruled from Dash.
Well reasoned. 1210 is the correct choice.
What is the height of Qutb Minar?
Great job, 72.5 meters is the accurate answer.
Dash established the Mughal Empire.
Bravo. Babur is the answer.
Dash was an assembly of merchants.
Nice selection. The city is the correct and valid answer.
The Mughals were a successors of.
Strong choice. Timur is the right answer.
Babur was the descendants of who?
Good thinking. Timur is the right answer.
Battle of Haldagari in which year?
Correct response. 1556 AD is the most accurate answer.
Tipu Sultan was given the title of?
Well picked. Tiger of Mysore is the correct answer.
Revenue of Bengal was collected in?
Nicely done. Cash is a solid answer.
What is the meaning of Sul-i-Kul?
Exactly. Universal peace makes sense, and it is right choice.
The term Hindu is derived from.
Well done. A Persian word is the right choice.
Mughal relation with other rulers.
Smart move. Shiva is an accurate answer.
Aurangzeb was given the title of.
Correct. Alamgir is the right answer.
Tax levied by Marathas was called.
Sharp thinking. Sadishmukhi is the right choice.
Sher Shah Suri was an Dash ruler.
On track. Afghan is the correct answer.
Metrology is the science of what?
Excellent choice. Measurement is the right answer.
Humanism was initially started in.
Right choice. Italy is the best answer.
Who took the title of Chhatrapati?
Right again. Shiva is a valid answer.
Who founded Mughal rule in India?
Excellent. Babur is a brilliant choice.
Who wrote the book Kitab al-Hind?
Smart pick.
Byron is the correct choice.
Where did the Mughals come from?
Good job. Your answer, Turkish Muslims, works well here.
Who was Akbar's revenue minister?
Clear logic. Your choice, your goods is sound and 100% true.
Khalsa was instituted in the year.
Solid response. 1699 is a valid choice.
I started divine faith. Who am I?
You're right. Akbar is the correct answer.
Emperor Jahangir earlier name was?
You got it. Your choice, Salim, is right.
Bengali language was derived from?
Valid point. Sanskrit is true.
Telugu warrior chiefs were called.
Good thinking. Hero is the right answer.
Military officers of Chola period.
Bravo. Hero is the answer.
Dash was the first Mughal emperor.
Well picked. Babur is the correct answer.
He was in charge of the military.
Excellent choice. Mir Bakshi is the right answer.
The Jatahas were also called Dash.
Well done. Miss is the right choice. Who is the author of Badshanama? Nice work. You chose Abdul Hamid Lahore, and it is correct.
Where was the Holy Roman Empire?
Correct. Current-day Germany is the right answer.
Dalkhosa was set up in 1699 by.
You got it. Your choice, Guru Gobind Singh, is right.
Dash wrote the book Barnama.
Good job. Your answer, Abul Fazl, works well here.
Nadir Shah was the ruler of Dash.
Well reasoned. Iran is the correct choice.
Timur was alive in what century?
Smart move, 1300s is an accurate answer. Mirza Kamran was the brother of. On track. Humayun is the correct answer.
What is another names for Babur?
Smart pick. Emperor of Hindustan is the correct choice.
What does the name Akbar mean? Sharp thinking. Great is the right choice. In which year did Aurangzeb died?
Clear logic. Your choice 1707 is sound and 100% true.
Gulbadan Begum was the author of.
Great job. Humayun name is the accurate answer.
Who was not a relative of Babur? Excellent. Sher Shah is a brilliant choice. Abdur Rahim Khan was the son of.
You're right. Bayram Khan is the correct answer.
Prime ministers were called Dash.
You chose clear, and it is correct.
What does the word Babur mean?
Strong choice. Tiger is the right answer.
What was the full name of Babur?
Perfect. Zahir Din Muhammad Babar is the correct choice.
Who invented the printing press?
Correct response. Johannes Gutenberg is the most accurate answer.
Who was the founder of Buddhism?
Great thinking. Siddharth Gautam is the right choice.
When did Humayun recapture Delhi? Solid response. 1555 is a valid choice.
Babur was a descendant of Timur.
Valid point. True is true.
Who led the Rajput Confederacy?
Right again. Rana Saga is a valid answer.
What does medieval stand for?
Exactly. Middle makes sense and it is right choice.
Who was the ruler after Akbar?
Right choice. Jahangir is the best answer.
Prince Khurram is also known as.
Nicely done. Shah Jahan is a solid answer.
When did the Mughal Empire end?
Nice selection. 1700s is the correct and valid answer.
Lucknow was the capital of Dash.
Nice work. You chose Awadh and it is correct.
How long was Aurangzeb's reign?
Your answer 1658 to 1707. What works well here?
The last ruler of Mughal Empire.
Correct response. Bahadur Shah Zafar II is the most accurate answer.
Aurangzeb assumed the title of.
Strong choice. Alamgir is the right answer.
Where is Babur from originally?
Great thinking. Andijan, Uzbekistan is the right choice.
Delhi had lost its glory under.
Sharp thinking. Ibrahim Lodi is the right choice. Where is the Taj Mahal located? Well reasoned. India is the correct choice.
What is the meaning of Watan?
Excellent choice. Land is the right answer.
By whom was the Red Fort built?
Nice selection. Shah Jahan is the correct and valid answer.
Who was known as Engineer King?
Clear logic. Your choice, Shah Jahan, is sound and 100% true. What was Babur's autobiography?
Right again? Tuzuk-i-Baburi is a valid answer.
Political disorder, lawlessness. Great job. Anarchy is the accurate answer.
Nur Jahan was wife of Jahangir.
Valid point. True is true. In which year did Humanian died? Bravo. 1556, the answer.
The real name of Nur Jahan was...
Well done. Multinisa is the right choice.
What is the real name of Akbar?
Smart move. Jalaluddin Muhammad Kabar is an accurate answer.
Nadir Shah sacked Delhi in dash.
Correct. 1739 is the right answer.
Who created the law of motion?
Well picked. Newton is the correct answer. Who stopped the Safavid forces? Smart pick. Ottomans is the correct choice.
What did Babur invade in 1524?
Right choice. North India is the best answer.
Name the father of Aurangzeb.
On track. Shah Jahan is the correct answer.
Jami Masjid was built by whom?
Perfect. Shah Jahan is the correct choice.
Who was the father of Humayun?
Solid response. Zaharuddin Muhammad Babur is a valid choice.
The Persian wheel was used in...
You're right. Agriculture is the correct answer.
Who was the mother of Shivaji? You chose the Jaji, and it is correct. At what age did Al-Biruni die? You got it. Your choice 70 is right.
Who was the guardian of Akbar?
Excellent. Bairam Khan is a brilliant choice.
Who is the father of Jahangir?
Good thinking. Akbar is the right answer.
Karan Asner Mirza and full.
Exactly. Brothers make sense. And it is right choice.
Name Shah Jahan's new capital.
Nicely done. Shah Jahanabad is a solid answer.
Aurangzeb ruled from 1658-1707.
Good job. Your answer true works well here.
Rana Sanga was popular name of?
Well done. Maharana Sangram Singh is the right choice.
Dash meant Lord of the World.
You got it. Your choice Shah Jahan is right.
Who founded the Mughal Empire? Excellent choice. Babar is the right answer.
Bairam Khan was the regent of?
Great thinking. Akbar is the right choice.
In which year did Babar die?
You're right. 1530 is the correct answer.
When did Shah Jahan get ill?
You chose 1658, and it is correct.
Founder of the Safavid Empire.
Good thinking. Shah Ismail is the right answer.
Jahangir's real name was Dash.
Correct response. Salim is the most accurate answer.
What is meant by archaeology?
Sharp thinking. The study of remains is the right choice.
Who invaded Khwarizm in 1017?
Great job. Sultan Mahmud is the accurate answer.
What tax did Akbar eliminate?
On track. Ji only A is the correct answer.
By whom Humayun got defeated?
Nicely done. Sher Shah Suri is a solid answer.
Who constructed Chaharbaz?
Smart move. Jahangir and Shah Jahan is an accurate answer.
Akbarnama was written by Dash.
Clear logic. Your choice Abul Fazl is sound and 100% true.
Ibn Battuta belonged to Dash.
Excellent. Morocco is a brilliant choice.
Do you like to study history?
Perfect. Yes is the correct choice.
Aurangzeb imprisoned his Dash.
Strong choice. Father is the right answer.
Akbar occupied Surat in Dash.
1573 is true.
Who was the last Mughal king?
Bravo. Bahadur Shah I is the answer.
Name the first guru of Sikhs.
Nice work. You chose Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and it is correct.
Peacock throne was looted by.
Well picked. Nadir Shah is the correct answer.
Who was Akbar's predecessor?
Well reasoned. His father, Humayun, is the correct choice.
The Mughals belonged to Dash.
Solid response. Mongolia and Uzbekistan is a valid choice. Mughal Empire survived till. Right choice. 1857 is the best answer.
Rather, Rajput was related to.
Nice selection. Marwa is the correct and valid answer.
Fateh Sikri was built by.
Exactly. Akbar makes sense and it is right choice.
Who was Shivaji's successor?
Smart pick. Sambhaji is the correct choice.
First 6 Mughals are called.
Right again. Great Mughals is a valid answer.
The regent of Akbar was Dash.
Correct. Bairam Khan is the right answer.
Who was the regent of Akbar?
Well done. Bairam Khan is the right choice.
Who built Taj Mahal at Agra?
Great job. Shah Jahan is the accurate answer.
Who was defeated by Humayun?
Well picked. Alexander Suri is the correct answer.
Shah Jahan married Nur Jahan.
Well reasoned. False is the correct choice.
When was Qutb Minar built?
Excellent choice. 11922 13668.
The last Mughal emperor was.
Sharp thinking. Bahadur Shah Zafar is the right choice. Dash is not a Mughal ruler.
Solid response. Rana Pratap is a valid choice.
Who completed Akbar's tomb?
Excellent. Jahangir is a brilliant choice.
Akbar was the son of Babur.
Great thinking. False is the right choice.
The ruler of Iran or Persia?
Perfect. Shah is the correct choice. Mandalam, a village assembly.
Correct. False is the right answer.
The first Mughal ruler was.
You got it. Your choice, Babur, is right.
Who wrote the Humayun-Nama?
Nice work. You chose Gulban Begum and it is correct.
Revenue farmers were called.
Valid point. Ejeridas is true.
Where was Sher Shah buried?
Correct response. Sasaram, Bihar is the most accurate answer.
Taj Mahal was built by Dash.
Clear logic. Your choice, Shah Jahan, is sound and 100% true.
The Renaissance ended what?
Right again. The Dark Ages is a valid answer.
Who was from father's side?
Strong choice. Timer is the right answer.
Nur Jahan was the wife of. On track, Shah Jahan is the correct answer.
When was the Ming dynasty?
Exactly. 1360-1844 makes sense and it is right choice.
Ahmad Shah Abdali was from.
Nice selection. Afghan is the correct and valid answer.
Padshanama was written by.
Smart move. Abdul Hamid Lahore is an accurate answer.
Who was Maharaja Jai Singh?
Good job. Your answer, ruler of Amber, works well here.
Who built the Surat Castle? Bravo. Firoz Shah Tughlaq is the answer.
Who constructed Agra Fort?
Nicely done. Akbar is a solid answer.
Ashoka was the grandson of.
Good thinking. Chandragupta Maurya is the right answer. In 1613, Jahangir defeated. Smart pick. Rana is my lion is the correct choice.
Who imprisoned his father?
You're right. Aurangzeb is the correct answer.
Who was the ruler of Amber?
Right choice. So why Raja Jai Singh is the best answer?
Aurangzeb died in the year.
You chose 1702, and it is correct. Name the ruler of Bengal.
Correct. Murshi Quli Khan is the right answer.
Who imprisoned Shah Jahan? Good job. Your answer, Aurangzeb, works well here.
Guru Gobind Singh died in.
You chose 1708, and it is correct.
The word Jahangir means.
You got it. Your choice, conqueror of the world, is right.
Akbar was the son of Dash.
Nicely done. Humayun is a solid answer. Founder of Maratha Empire. Excellent choice. Shiva is the right answer.
Aurangzeb is a kind ruler.
Well picked. False is the correct answer.
Nadir Shah invaded Bengal. Nice work. You chose false and it is correct. Hindus worship many gods.
Great job. True is the accurate answer.
Who defeated Ibrahim Lodi?
Well done. Babur is the right choice.
Where was al-Biruni born? Clear logic. Your choice, Khwarizm, is sound and 100% true. The age of interrogation. Perfect. 20th century is the correct choice.
When was Aurangzeb born?
Valid point. 3 November 1618 is true.
Who built the Taj Mahal?
Good thinking. Shah Jahan is the right answer.
When did Alexander died?
Strong choice. 323 Bs is the right answer.
Who divided into Sarkars?
Exactly. Subas makes sense and it is right choice.
Study of coins is called.
Smart pick. Numismatics is the correct choice.
Who ruled after Shivaji?
Sharp thinking. Sambhaji is the right choice.
Ibn Battuta was born in.
Right again. Tangier is a valid answer.
Hampi was the capital of?
You're right. Vijayanagar Kingdom is the correct answer.
Who was Jahangir's wife?
Right choice. Noor Jahan is the best answer.
The nest of singing bird.
Excellent. 16th century is a brilliant choice.
Who wrote the Akbarnama?
Well reasoned. Abul Fazl is the correct choice.
Sirajmal was a leader of?
On track. Jats is the correct answer.
Who built the Red Fort?
Smart move.
Khurram is an accurate answer.
What was the Taj Mahal?
Correct response. A tomb is the most accurate answer.
Vijayanagar evolved Asa. Great thinking. Military state is the right choice.
Who defeated Rana Sanga?
Solid response. Babur is a valid choice. Who is a cartographer? Nice selection. Someone who makes maps is the correct and valid answer.
Humayun was a keen dash.
Bravo. Astronomer is the answer.
Ghazni situated in Dash.
Excellent. Afghanistan is a brilliant choice.
Timur was the ruler of?
Nicely done. All of the above is a solid answer. Who was Prince Khurram? Smart move. Akbar's grandson is an accurate answer.
Who ended Mughal Empire?
Nice work. You chose Aurangzeb, and it is correct.
Shah Jahan ruled from?
Right choice. 1620-1657 is the best answer.
Solaikol means dash.
Clear logic. Your choice universal peace is sound and 100% true. Who went against Babur? Great job. Daulat Khan Lodi is the accurate answer. Aurangzeb insulted whom? Perfect. Shiva is the correct choice. The Restoration period. You're right. 18th century is the correct answer. When did Jahangir die? Solid response. 28 October 1627 is a valid choice.
The age of sensibility.
Well done. 18th century is the right choice. Who were the Ijardars? Exactly. Revenue farmers make sense, and it is right choice.
Dash defeated Humayun?
Correct. Sher Khan is the right answer.
Successor of Aurangzeb.
You got it. Your choice Bahadur Shah is right.
Where was Akbar born? Well picked. Amarkot is the correct answer.
Renaissance of wonder.
Strong choice. 19th century is the right answer.
Akbar passed away in.
Well reasoned. 1605 is the correct choice. Aurangzeb time period. Bravo. 1615-07 is the answer. Who was the Heir-od-Din? Correct response. Babur is the most accurate answer.
Who was born in 1483?
You chose Baba, and it is correct. Red Fort was built by? Great thinking. Shah Jahan is the right choice. Who was a cruel king? Good job. Your answer, Aurangzeb, works well here. When was Babar alive? Smart pick. 14th to 15th century is the correct choice. How did Humayun die?
Good thinking. Falling from stairs is the right answer. Abraham Lodi lost to.
Nice selection. Babar is the correct and valid answer. Who was Prince Salim? Valid point. Jahangir is true.
Mother of Shah Jahan.
Sharp thinking. Rathore Princess is the right choice. Where did Akbar die? On track. Agra is the correct answer. Who was Baba's son?
Excellent choice. Crops is the right answer.
Khalsa was found by? Right again. Guru Arjan Dev is a valid answer.
Old name of Udaipur.
Nice selection. Mewar is the correct and valid answer. What is Salai? Excellent choice. Universal peace is the right answer. Burton Mulk towards. You're right. Awad is the correct answer. Mughal means dash. Well done. Mughal is the right choice. Early modern period. Great job. 16th to 18th century is the accurate answer. Who were Deshmukhs? Good thinking. Powerful warrior family is the right answer. Kabuki is a type of. Valid point. Theater is true. Akbar's regent was. Great thinking. Bahram Khan is the right choice. Who wrote Ramayan? You chose Valmiki, and it is correct. Father of Jahangir. Correct response. Akbar is the most accurate answer. Meaning of Alamja.
Well picked. Conqueror of the world is the correct answer.
Aurangzeb died in. Perfect. 1707 is the correct choice. Al-Biruni wrote in.
Right choice. Arabic is the best answer.
The Age of Anxiety. Right again. 20th century is a valid answer. The Age of Reason. Solid response. 18th century is a valid choice. Governor of Awadh.
Smart pick. Sadat Khan is the correct choice.
Who was Nur Jahan? Well reasoned. Multinisa is the correct choice. The Ottomans were. You got it? Your choice Sunni Muslims is right.
Who died in 1666?
Sharp thinking. Shah Jahan is the right choice. Aurangzeb killed. Correct. Teg Teg Bahadur is the right answer.
Chauth was a tax. Strong choice. Imposed by Maratha is the right answer.
Commonwealth age. Good job. Your answer 17th century works well here.
What is history?
Clear logic. Your choice study of past is sound and 100% true. Caroline period. Bravo. 17th century is the answer.
Jahangir was a...
Nicely done. Well-known painter is a solid answer.
Kanbiswada?
On track. Maratha peasant warriors is the correct answer.
Akbar died in.
Excellent. 1605 is a brilliant choice. Romantic age.
Nice work. You chose 19th century and it is correct.
Bernier was? Exactly. French makes sense and it is right choice.
Tabwater?
Smart move. Revenue system is an accurate answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Sharp thinking? Contact Narayan Changda on Facebook is the right choice.